receiving a ton of messages from y'all right now about chicks with coccidia. Y'all, a lot of you are losing chicks right now to coccidia. And to be fair, coccidia is one of the #1 baby chicks in my opinion. So you're not alone. You're not a terrible chicken keeper. Coccidia thrives in wet, hot environments, and it's present in the soil. It's usually present in the gastrointestinal tract. It's just a thing that we need to know how to treat. So that's what this video is. This video isn't necessarily about diagnosis of coccidia, although I do have those in playlists all over the place. This is your quick reference guide on how to treat coccidia in your chicks. First of all, some of these messages that I'm getting from people are from chicks who are already eating medicated chick starter crumbles. So just because the chicks are eating medicated feed, which I personally don't feed my chickens, it does not mean that it's going to prevent coccidia 100% of the time. So if I had a chick who was showing symptoms of coccidia, first of all, I would go ahead and treat the entire flock. Saying flock, but I'm assuming like brooder or collection of younger chicks. Normally I see coccidia in birds who are less than 16 weeks old. If I were feeding medicated feed, I would take those chicks off medicated feed altogether and I would put them on just a regular starter crumble. I prefer Nutrina Nature-Wise products because of the probiotics and the added herbal supplements in Nature-Wise products. No medicated feed. I would be giving no additional vitamins in the water. I would be treating my chicks with Corid, solely Corid. This right here is the liquid version of Corid. It also comes in a powder form, but I prefer the liquid form. I think it dissolves better in the water. But it doesn't matter, you use whatever you want. Here is the dosage chart for Corid. Go ahead and take a screenshot. This dosage chart provides you with the dosage for this liquid form that I prefer to use, as well as the powder form. Now the trick to this, if I had a chick who was showing symptoms of coccidia, I would use the severe dosage. I would treat in full. You got to make sure you treat for the full 10 to 17 days. It's just like antibiotics in humans, where you want to make sure that you run the whole course of treatment even after the chick starts to show signs of improvement. You're going to want to make sure that this is the only source of water, that there's no other fresh water throughout the duration of treatment, and that this mixture of the Corid and water is made fresh every single day. The active ingredient in Corid is called amprolium, and it does work by blocking B vitamins. So there is some risk for vitamin deficiency issues, although I've never personally seen it in my flock. It is something to note, and that it's possible after treatment, maybe a course of vitamins in the water for a day or two might be a good idea. Also, Corid is not the only treatment for coccidia. There are other medications, so you'll have to get with the silky breeders on those. I don't have any personal experience with anything other than Corid. I have also learned that exposure to direct sunlight could contribute to killing coccidia. So if your chickens are overcrowded in an indoor enclosure with no access to fresh sunlight, that could be contributing to the problem. And I cannot think of a scenario where access to fresh sunlight is harmful for your chickens. So in this scenario in particular, the ability to be outside in the fresh air with fresh sunlight would definitely benefit them. Anyways, good luck. I hope this helps. You're not a terrible chicken keeper. Coccidia is really, really prevalent, and it's not this bad every year. Some years are worse than others for whatever reason.